All right, happy Thursday, everybody. It is OC Steve coming at you once again with some New Japan wrestling related news. So, on August 31st, New Japan held a press conference. This was kind of a debrief for the Summer Struggle Tour, where they also were announcing some future plans moving forward into the fall. They are going to be having a mini tournament the next upcoming 2 weeks, known as the Road to New Japan. And that will have some events in it too, and ultimately that will lead directly into the G1 tournament. So those were some of the formal announcements. And then Sho took the table to discuss the junior tag division. At this point in time, he is going to be vacating the junior tag titles on his and Yo's behalf. Apparently, Yo is extremely injured at this point in time, and it's very unlikely that he will be making an in-ring return in 2020. So really wishing Yo the best. Roppongi 3K is a great junior tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but that doesn't mean Sho is going to be left on the wayside. He is going to be joining a team to combat his fellow Chaos Brothers in an attempt to win the never openweight 6-man tag titles. And that team is going to consist of himself, Okada, and the current King of Pro Wrestling champion, Yano. They will be going against their fellow Chaos Brothers on September 11th to compete for that title. So really wishing Sho the best. This is an opportunity for him to take center stage and really show that he is the future moving forward of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So only wish him the best. This is one of the rising stars next to, in my mind, Sonata in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So this is a time for him to shine, and I really hope he does. With that in mind, since the junior tag titles are going to be vacated during this little mini tour, they're going to have a tournament for the junior tag titles with 4 teams consisting of Master Wato and Taguchi, Hiromu and Bushi from LIJ, El Desperado and Kanemaru from Suzuki-gun, and from Bullet Club, the current IWGP Junior Weight Champion, Taiji Ishimori, the Bone Soldier, and his tag partner will be Gato. So this will be over the next 2 weekends. You get 2 points for a win, you get 1 point for a draw, and you get none for if you lose. So the 2 top teams with the most points will be competing for the junior tag titles on September the 11th. And then next, the current dual champion, Tetsuya Naito, took the stage, and this was a really good moment just to watch and to see him bask in the glory of being the dual champion again. He did reminisce about the fact that almost 21 years ago, he was sitting in the stands at Jinju Stadium watching an open-air New Japan event, and he was just thrilled to be in the main event, feeling the wind flowing in his hair, just experiencing everything, appreciating the fans that came out in the sweltering heat in the middle of the summer. It was no fun at all, but he did take away from the fact that he wants more open stadium events in the future. Japan has a bunch of baseball stadiums and outdoor venues that he feels that New Japan should be involved in, and it wouldn't be remiss that he was just reflecting on the fact that New Japan was supposed to be returning to Madison Square Garden right around this time this year, but in light of the events that happened with the pandemic, obviously that wasn't meant to be. So this was a great substitute in his mind. It won't take away from the experience of Madison Square Garden, but he was just happy to have an outdoor event occupied with New Japan fans that could experience an actual outdoor event with fellow fans live. So that meant a lot to him. He feels that experience should be extended and should almost be a summer destination for New Japan fans. So some couple plot points that he wanted to address was the unification of the dual championships that he currently possesses. It seems in his mind that the New Japan chairman and the board need to make a decision moving forward about either unifying the belts or not unifying the belts. Because it seems like every title defense for the dual championships is both belts are on the line. And he doesn't feel, at least in his mind, that it should be that way. That both belts, if they're going to be 2 belts, need to be defended individually. And so if that means he has to do double duty during a tour, Naito's up to the challenge to take that on. But ultimately, the decision lies in the hands of the board and the chairman of New Japan moving forward. He's not opposed to doing it, but he feels like, a decision needs to be made moving forward what to do with it. And then lastly, he was just basking in the fact that he was on the cover of Tokyo Sports, the main page of that. Usually that's for major events in the world of Japanese sports. Most of the time you get the end of the year awards, you get the G1 tournament final, whoever wins that. Wrestle Kingdom is usually featured on that, or any major sporting events that take place at the Tokyo Dome. So he was, very lax about it, but you could tell, kayfabe aside, that he enjoyed the fact that that event was highlighted and you got to see him do his LIJ fist bump with fireworks going off. It was a very photogenic moment that got caught perfectly. So tomorrow, though, we do get to see New Japan Strong. We get to see the debut of Fred Rosser, a.k.a. formerly in the WWE known as No Days Off, Darren Young, will be making his New Japan Strong debut. Also, Brody King, formerly of Villain Enterprises, will be taking on the young gun of the Bullet Club, Hikuleo, in a match. But the main event of the night will be the mercenary, Flip Gordon, seeing if he has what it takes to go against King Switch, the leader of the Bullet Club himself, Jay White. I'm looking forward to this. These New Japan Strong events are great. They are very reminiscent of old school NXT, where you just got some wrestling matches, you had a little bit of ring work, but you were in and out in under an hour, and you felt like you got a lot of content that was crammed in a small amount of time. So I enjoy it. I wonder how you guys feel about New Japan Strong. Is it something that you're enjoying, seeing landlocked United States content taking on people that are up and coming in the indie scene in SoCal or abroad? Because there are Ring of Honor wrestlers, there are GCW wrestlers that are involved in that roster. So that's the news for now. Just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a debrief moving into the weekend. So I hope you get a chance to check out New Japan Road. That is going to be filled with information packed going into the G1 tournament in mid-September. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you watch some good wrestling, whether it's New Japan, AEW, GCW, Black Label Pro. Just enjoy the promotions, because it was only a few months ago that we didn't have this form of entertainment at all, and we were jonesing for that fix, and now it's slowly starting to come back. So let's let them get the time to get the ring rust off, get back in the ring, and do what they do best, provide us some great entertainment to distract us from all the nonsense that has happened in this year. So I hope you're healthy, you stay well, enjoy some great wrestling, and I'll catch you on the next video. If you enjoy my content, please share it. This is a labor of love for me. I'm just trying to learn as I go, but I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to engage people and keep the discussion of professional wrestling and pop culture relevant. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.